Heya! This is Pokéball35, and welcome to my final time playing Splatoon 1 online. I'm recording this the morning of April 7th, and this should be going out later in the day. Tomorrow, April 8th, is the final day Nintendo is keeping up the online services for the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U systems. Such classic games as Mario Maker and the original Mario Kart 8 and all Pokemon related things and Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U is all going away. All the online is gone, and that includes this game too. And I have a very complicated history with the first game in this wonderful, wonderful series that I love so much. But even with Splatoon 1 going away, and you can't play the online anymore after tomorrow, I kind of don't care. Like, I will explain myself as I talk about this, but I'm very, very happy that Splatoon is even existing and has become the franchise that it has, and we will talk about it. I am not streaming this, but if it were to be streamed, it would be streamed at twitch.tv/Pokéball35, link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including a bunch of Splatoon 3 content, like nearly 200 something, almost 200 Splatoon 3 videos at this point, and my whole Splatoon 2 backlog as well. I think when I plugged in the Wii U, it fucked up the sound, so now the sound should be good. So hold on to your tentacles, it's Egopolis news time. Let's unveil the current regular battle stages. Bluefin Depot, hey, it's a boat! I want to take a trip somewhere. Let's go on a world tour when our album drops. Look at how far they've come since then. Museum d'Alfonsino, it takes all day to really appreciate the art here. No need for that, just glance as you run by. Now for the current ranked battle stages, the reason why I'm recording this video right now is because Urchin Underpass is here. Stay fresh. Somebody please fix the teleprompter. Arrow on a mall. Running around an empty mall is surprisingly fun. It's good exercise, if nothing else. Until next time, stay fresh. So, a few days ago, I streamed Splatoon 1 again for the first time in forever, and I just played some tower control for an hour just to say that I played the game. And a video that you are not seeing right now is that I recorded an entire, hour-long video telling you about how I felt about this game, and it was very rambly, and I did not want to upload that video. So I'm making it, again, to be more concise and tell a more concise story. So we go all the way back to 2014. I believe it was E3 2014 when we first got our first look at Splatoon, and I fell in love with the concept instantly. I'm gonna put the gamepad down, and we're gonna do this just so it's not going all over the place. And I fell in love with the concept instantly, and I didn't play too many shooter games. I don't play any other shooter games. Really, the only other shooter experience I had, and still have, is, whatever shoot games have been implemented into Minecraft. I remember I used to play a GTA and Minecraft server a really long time ago, and at, summer camp stuff, I had a friend who had one of the Call of Duty games on DS, and he would start up a thing, and we would play DS Download Play with myself and a couple other friends, and we'd play DS Download Play Call of Duty on DS. And that's, my only other shooter experience that I really have had at all. Because I don't play those kinds of games, but this was very different, and it had a very unique reason to play the game, because you are a squid person, and you could transform into a kid person, because I'm a kid now, and now I'm a squid now. You see? That's the whole appeal. And there's so much uniqueness with this game, and when we got the Splatoon 1 test fire, I made sure I played every single one that was available. It was like a 1-hour time slot for a few time slots throughout the day, and I still have the Testfire app on my Wii U home menu as well. And I I think there was a couple test fires. I remember one of the stages was Salt Spray Rig. I think one of the other stages might have been Walleye Warehouse. And Urchin Underpass was, I think, somewhere in there as well. I don't remember exactly. But the only 4 weapons you could play was Splattershot Junior, Splattershot, Splat Roller, and Splat Charger. And it was love at first play. However, since I was a 15-year-old in 2015, I did not have money. So I did not get Splatoon at launch, even though I really, really, really wanted to. So I missed out on the first few Splatfests. I actually want to look up all Splatoon 1 Splatfests. List of Splatfests. So I missed Cats vs. Dogs. I missed Roller Coasters vs. Water Slides. And I can pull this up. So this is the image of when I got the game. This is on my Instagram that I don't use very often, but this is still up there. I took this picture ages ago. I have it saved on my computer ages ago. It said life equals complete for how excited I was. This was August 15th was the day I got Splatoon. So in July, August. So, August 15th, I missed Marshmallows vs. Hot Dogs that had just passed. The first Splatfest I ever played was Autobots vs. Decepticons. And then... yeah, then we also had Art vs. Science. I can't remember what teams I was on back then, by the way, but there was Art vs. Science, Cars vs. Planes, Pirates vs. Ninjas, Burgers vs. Pizza, Naughty vs. Nice, which is interesting. Looking at this list, they had, like, 2 Splatfests in a row. Because, like, December 5th was Burgers vs. Pizza, and then December 19th was Naughty vs. Nice. Which is interesting. And then there was Past vs. Future, the Pokemon Red vs. Blue Splatfest, the Snowmans vs. Sandcastles, SpongeBob vs. Patrick, the Fancy vs. Costume Party, Metopia Fest, Early Bird and Night Owl, and Callie vs. Marie to close it all off. So, with Splatoon, like I said, fell in love with this, and I got the game, and one of the only things I knew about the game going into it is that I listened to the Calamari Incantation, and I remember, I was with my dad, at his house, and I remember he took me out, and we went, like, a really far distance away to, I want to say, a Target, but I really cannot remember. But I was just following him. I didn't know what we were doing, and he got me Splatoon, and I was so excited. I remember listening to the Calamari Incantation in the car on the way home, and I sat down on the couch at his house. I had my Wii U there, and I played non-stop this game. I don't remember if I did any online games, but I remember I sat down for like 6 hours and played the single player hero mode all the way through, because I just needed to play it and needed to see this game. And I got to hear the Calamari Incantation in-game, and it was so hype, and I love this game's hero mode, even if it's not too much now. And I guess the rest is history from there. I am currently wearing one of my favorite shirts that I have, which is the 1 Year of Ink Splattershot shirt. This was a shirt campaign by a YouTube channel that is pretty much now defunct called Nintendome. Unless he started randomly uploading again, I'll look it up. Nintendome. Does he still do anything? I think I might have seen him active on Twitter at one point, but he started doing, like, Pokemon Go videos when Pokemon Go came out after the final Splatfest. Or, like, it was around that time, and then he uploaded a couple Pokemon Go videos. Has not uploaded in 7 years. I still have notifications turned on from him, just in case. But Nintendome, actually, this video is still here. You know, I'll bring it up, actually. Why the hell not? Let's frickin' do this, desktop. see this right here.
Alright guys, what is going on? It is Hank here from Nintendo.
Hank! Shoutouts to Hank.
Quite a while.
This is update video.
On TTube as well.
But there's other shirts.
At a special
Yeah, I don't need to see the thing. I think it shows up. Does he put it up in the video? He doesn't put it up in the video. There is other stuff. I don't know where, if there was a video dedicated to it, but, like, whenever there would be new updates and stuff added to the game, like there was, like, a new weapon, like, every week or something like that, and, like, Sloshers and Splatlings were not in the game at launch. That was, like, actual, like, DLC stuff. So he does, like, videos breaking down, like, here's what the H3 nozzle nose is, and, like, here's what abilities do, and stuff like that. Like, oh, this update, here's this breakdown on the 1-minute breakdown on the Slosher. Also, here's run speed on the roller. Science video, 19 seconds. This just it doesn't fucking do anything. But, yeah, he did this campaign for these shirts, and there was 3 different shirts. There was the Splatter Shot that I got, there was a roller shirt, and a Charger shirt. I would love to know people who have one of those other shirts, or even just this one. But I watched a lot of that stuff, and, way back when, before Splatoon 2 came out, I had watched Chugga Conroy's playthrough. I watched Chugga Conroy's playthrough of Splatoon because I loved it so much, and he did, like, really detailed stuff throughout the game, and he would always bring on guests of people to play with, and I found out, in one of his last episodes, on the Hydra Splatling about that SRB2 dude, and I started binge-watching Dude's videos of his, like, tearing it up and charge to S+99 and stuff like that. And it's like, we've come so far since then. He was streaming this game the other day. He's still streaming it before everything shuts down. I even got into one more game with Dude before everything closed down, which was a very fitting thing to have happen. But from all this other stuff, I eventually found out about Etika, and he did some Splatoon content, and the very first video I ever watched of Etika, I have the stuff back here. I had it all planned, and then I forgot, and then I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But he made a video on these plastic cases to hold Amiibo, and I took Marie out for the sake of this. But he made a video on plastic cases to stick your Amiibo in, and I'm pretty sure it was these. So I have Callie and Marie in these cases. Callie's over there somewhere. But I keep them in these cases so they don't get dusty, and everything else gets dusty instead. But that was how I first found out about Etika. Was also technically kind of maybe through Splatoon, but not really. And all this other stuff has happened. I've talked about how I got to know Etika a little bit, and I've played Splatoon 2 with Etika before. There's a whole stream highlight of him playing, because it's going on this tangent in case you've never seen anything else from me or whatnot. But Etika wanted to get better at Splatoon, so I would talk to him. We were buddies. I don't know if we were buddies or friends or whatnot, but I'd like to consider him a friend. But I taught him, because he always thought, when I had played Splatoon with him, that I was so good at the game, and I said, hey, I watch Dude's videos, go watch Dude's videos, and then he started watching Dude's videos, and then he went into a whole thing where he wanted to fight Dude on stream in Splatoon, and then, since I had Etika on my friends list, I joined the PB. I asked Dude if it was okay if I could join the PB, and then Etika's like, wait, Pokeball, that's my boy, let me get the whole squad together, and then we did a whole scrim that was like an hour long, and I have a video that I did a few years ago of reacting to that and the gameplay from then, because it was really funny. Go watch that video. But that's not related to Splatoon 1, that's related to Splatoon 2. Needless to say, all this other stuff happened, and I can't remember very specific memories that I had with Splatoon 1 otherwise throughout the years. However, there is one thing, and that is the stage known as Moray Towers. And Moray Towers is the most disgusting thing. I can take this case out. Actually, I'll just leave the case here. It's relevant to what I'll be doing later. Moray Towers is the most disgusting piece of garbage, and I hated that it was brought back in Splatoon 2. It was better in Splatoon 2, but I hated that it came back. But I was a 15-year-old / 16-year-old with unchecked anger problems. Because playing competitive games like Smash 4 and Splatoon, because of Smash 4 and Splatoon and Etika, I ended up joining the sponsor Discord server back then, and met a couple people through there. You joined the Discord by sponsoring or buying the shirt. It's the reason why I always keep this shirt back here, because it is so incredibly important to me. But I met a handful of people through there, and one person in particular who is someone I talk about quite frequently, Gamma Spark, is one of my closest friends, and I hope that doesn't change. Shoutouts to you. You don't watch my videos anyway. But she's still one of my best friends to this day, as of now, and I met her through playing Smash Bros. And stuff. But because I always wanted to get good at these games, I had many unchecked anger problems, and trying to play this game, I'll get into how I feel about the game itself. Trying to play something like Moray Towers is fucking awful. So what I would do is that I would take the gamepad. I didn't live in this house, I lived in a different house, but I would take the gamepad and I would throw it on the ground. Or I'd take the gamepad and I'd throw it against the wall. Or I'd take the game case and throw it against the wall. And then at some point, I'd start to get so pissed that I would take the gamepad and I would start bashing it against my face. Really hard. To the, like, right here on the... I touched the screen. Right here on the camera part. But because I kept hitting it so... I went into Octo Valley? I didn't mean to do that. When I went in here... and would keep doing it so hard, eventually the gamepad just broke. Like, the screen itself, it would turn on, but the screen was just a garbled mess of screen. And I was freaking out back then, so it was really hard for you to mod Smash 4, because I would do Smash 4, like, play Smash 4 modded with stuff. And I got to the point where I could memorize where the buttons on the touchscreen were to go into the hack menu to load up Smash 4 mods. And I had a good friend back then who, when he would come over and play Smash with me, he'd have to bring his gamepad over. Eventually, for, I think it was like a year later, well, I'll just say, because of me doing this, I could not play Callie versus Marie. I got to play, like I said, the first one that I played, whatever it was, Autobots versus Decepticons, I think. I got to play all the other Splatfests up till right before Callie versus Marie because I fucking broke my stupid-ass gamepad. So I couldn't play that Splatfest. Thank God Marie won. I was Team Marie all the way, so thank God Team Marie won and everything, the rest is history there. I think, I want to say Christmas 2017 or something, I got a new gamepad. That isn't this gamepad. Because I broke the second gamepad the same fucking way I broke the first one. So, I didn't have another gamepad for years. And the story behind this, because I have a black Wii U with a white gamepad, the story behind this is that my mom was helping someone clean out someone's hoarder house, and she was just instructed just to take whatever she wanted. And there was just this Wii U gamepad in this person's hoarder house. So we took it home, and now I've had this one, and I am a responsible adult now, who doesn't break my things. But that's that. I still have the other gamepad, actually. It should be right over here, in this drawer. It's underneath a handful of stuff, including my old GameCube. So I'm not getting it right now. But it is in there still. I remember I took the first broken gamepad and chucked it in the garbage. But the reason why I felt that way about the game is not only because of some of the stages, like Moray Towers, it's because this game is fucking hard. And I'm not good at this game, and I can admit that. Like, I am really good at Splatoon nowadays, and when I say really good at Splatoon, I mean Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, because those are better built video games. Trying to do anything in this game is an absolute chore, and that's because of the game's meta of quick respawn, making it so that everything you do is invalidated in an instant. damage up, making it so that literally every weapon in the game kills faster. E-liter having as much range as it did back then. And all of that, combined with the people who are obviously better than me, made it really hard for me to think that because I thought I was good, I definitely was not. And if I could go back and have a butterfly, I don't know what butterfly effect would be happening if I went back in time and told my 16-year-old self stop being a dumbass. I don't know. But, that's mostly the story of that, I'd say abbreviated. But when I say I don't care about this game closing down for good, is because it's been 9 years now. It's almost the 9-year anniversary of this game that will be happening in May. I believe it's the 9-year anniversary because it was 2015, so it's 2024 now. So 9 years. So 8.5 years of this game. And I said goodbye to this game a long time ago, because Splatoon 2 was a thing. And, like, after Splatoon 2 came out, I didn't play this game for years. Mostly because I still had a broken gamepad, but that's besides the point. When I started doing content and started streaming, occasionally here and there a few years ago, I'd stream Splatoon 1 here and there. I remember getting some pretty decent viewership compared to Splatoon 2 streams for my Splatoon 1 streams back then. And when I say back then, I maybe had, like, not even, like, somewhere around, like, in the ballpark of 200 to 500 subscribers and, like, barely any Twitch followers. For my standards back then, I'd say I got pretty decent viewership for Splatoon 1 streams occasionally. As you may notice, I am not S plus 99. That is because I said I am bad at this game. And the closest I ever got was S plus around, like, high 70s, low 80s. I never got to 99. And that's okay. Because, like I said, I'm bad at this game. Because of just the way this game is, and also trying to play this with the chunky-ass Wii U gamepad compared to a very, very nice and easy-to-use Switch Pro controller. It's like, it's night and day. Like, if I could somehow use the Switch Pro controller to play this game, my gameplay would probably be 10 times better. So, that's generally, I'd say, the story of this. So, in the video that I scrapped, I did talk about some old stuff of, like, some of the wacky-ass kits in this game. Because there's some things that were like, I could say the stuff that was really fucking broken, like, original Bubbler was super broken because it was a chainable thing. Not as bad as how Ink Armor got, but it was still really annoying. The original Kraken was a one-shot, and you could super jump with it and one-shot people with that, and it was really annoying. The old Burst Bomb combos with many other weapons, namely, like, the original Slosher. When I'd start playing this game again years later, I picked up, like, custom Dual Squelcher and Slosher just to play that, because, like, Slosher's super overpowered. Because damage up boosts the power of not only the weapon, but also boosts the power of the Burst Bomb for some stupid-ass reason. But it'll be the final time we get to see the original Hero Shot, and I love the original Hero Shot, and the Hero Roller replica and the Hero Charger replica you get from the Amiibo things. And I'll say right now, a few years back, before, like a year before Splatoon 3 came out, so this is summer 2021, I went back and replayed all the single-player stuff. So if you want to see me play Hero Mode, I did an entire long play of video of Hero Mode, all of the Amiibo challenges, all of Splatoon 2's Hero Mode, and all of Octave Expansion, which is actually 2 separate videos for Octave Expansion. And I have the entirety of Return of the Mammalians from Splatoon 3 single player as a whole series, and I made like an 8-hour-long long play video out of all the episodes. You can watch the episodes individually or watch the series. And we also just finished Side Order recently, so you can check all that out if you want to see like the single player stuff from me. But there's some wacky kits. We see the OG Tri-Slosher that was in Splatoon 2 as well, but this is what Tri-Slosher used to look like. All this other stuff. And just some of the kits of this game are so weird, and I'll say some of the kits that I think are incredibly weird when you had a bomb rush in this game, they changed it in Splatoon 2, so that, Aerospray MG was, what was it? It was a Suction Bomb and Curling Bomb Rush, and I love that kit. That's probably my favorite Aerospray kit. But when you had a bomb rush in this game, it had to have the same bomb as your sub-weapon. So this is Splat Bomb Rush, Suction Bomb Rush, Burst Bomb Rush, etc. And then you get to frickin' Carbon Roller Deco around somewhere. I think Carbon Roller Deco is the only weapon in the game that has Seeker Bomb Rush. And now I can't find it. Yeah, Carbon Roller Decker, Seeker and Seeker Bomb Rush. I think it's the only weapon in the game with that. And they frickin' brought this back in Splatoon 2 where it got Auto Bomb Rush. Which is very funny. But yeah, there's just some whack with the game. Frickin' Jet Squelcher with Splash Wall. Could you imagine Jet Squelcher with Splash Wall and Tri-Strike in Splatoon 3? That'd be an insane kit. We also have the Koro Roller, which is a splat roller, like a regular splat roller. With walls and Inkzuka. And I'll just demonstrate right now that there's no vertical flicks in this game. This is just how it was. This is how you did flicks in this game. And, yeah, it's a wall. Also, splash walls in this game, you can't throw a second one. You have to wait for the first one to run out until you can throw a second wall. I can't demonstrate it in the training room, but ink mines were lethal and did like 120 damage or something like that. We have the OG Killer Whale that you can see that's in Octo Expansion and the end of Octo Expansion and the end of Side Order as well. You can see that there. A whole bunch of other wacky things, but you can see like a lot of the kits that are in this game in Splatoon 2 got major like reference kits for Splatoon 3, so like Heavy Splatling Deco is Point Sensor Kraken. There's Point Sensor Kraken in Splatoon 3. It would be really interesting if we got a roller with Killer Whale back. I don't think any roller in Splatoon 3 has Killer Whale 5.1 or whatnot. It's hard to demonstrate here in the training room. However, I will show you this here. There's one thing you're never going to get in Splatoon 3 is right up here. There's a basketball hoop. You can play basketball, and you go woomy. So that's a funny thing you can do. But yeah, I think a lot of people like to say that Splatoon 1 was peak Splatoon. I really, really want to say that's nostalgia, because even with Splatoon 2 and the whack-ass meta that game ended with all of the frickin' main power-up, damage-up shenanigans that plagued that game, and how that game ended, Splatoon 2 is way better than Splatoon 1, and Splatoon 3, you may think some things are really annoying, like Kraken Cheese and Clam Blitz, or how some of the stages are very linear compared to how they used to be. I will admit, I hate every single stage in Splatoon 1, even Urchin Underpass, except for Museum d'Alfonsino, I think is ever so slightly better in Splatoon 1. Mahi Mahi Resort in Splatoon 1 is way better. And I forgot the other stage, Hammerhead Bridge. Hammerhead Bridge in Splatoon 1 was very unique, and I can't demonstrate that here. I do recommend you go watch other people's videos on Splatoon 1 nostalgia. I did watch Pro Chara's recent video, and he shows Hammerhead Bridge there, so you can see that and how different it used to be, because it's not in the rotation right now, and I have no way to show you that stage right now. But what I really want to do is, after all of this, so my favorite weapons in this game, Aerospray MG, it's the classic. It's the reason why I have this nearly $300 3D printed replica in my room as a prop. This game made me fall in love with the Aerospray, and I used to play this all the time as my most used weapon in this entire game. With Seeker and Inkzuka. Eventually I did pick up Octobrush for Beacon and Kraken. Eventually, I did pick up the Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose, which was Splash Wall and Bubbler, and I should also show, I also really vastly prefer how H3 was in Splatoon 1. At some point in a patch in Splatoon 2, they didn't give it perfect, they gave it perfect accuracy. So H3 in this game does this. But for me personally, I've probably gotten way used to how, H3 works in Splatoon 2 and 3 now, but it's like, there's something about this kit, which is really good, and I liked it. Eventually, I picked up Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose. I played a little bit of Grim Range Blaster, but not too much. I eventually picked up Custom Dual Squelcher, which eventually became the Dually Squelchers in Splatoon 2, and Custom Dually Squelchers was my main in Splatoon 2 for like 3 years or something. 96 Deca was also a classic. I still play this all the time. I even played a lot of it in Splatoon 2 with Splashdown, but I love it in Splatoon 3 with its wall and Kraken back. And I did play some of the other Aerospray kits. Freaking Aerospray PG was Burst Bomb Kraken on the Aerospray, dude. And this thing got Booyah Bomb. It was freaking Burst Bomb Booyah Bomb in Splatoon 2, and now it's freaking Sprinkler Booyah Bomb in Splatoon 3 on the PG, or the RG, rather. We don't have PG in that game just yet, if we ever get it. I didn't play too much. Maybe a little bit of Carbon Roller. I played in Tower Control. NZAP 89 is definitely my second most used weapon in this game, with Sprinkler and Ink Strike. And, we're strapped up and ready to go. Where did I put it? I'm still strapped up. Still strapped. It's all wrapped up right now, but this is my real NZAP 89. I keep it here. The real NES Zapper. What I really wanted to do was just have one more proper send-off. I'm going to play the Aerospray MG. It is Splat Zones, like I said, on Urchin Underpass and Aero 1 'em all, and I really hope it picks Urchin, because once it picks Urchin, I'm done. I want Urchin to be the final game that I play. I don't know what necessarily to wear, so I just kind of have this on. A little bit of QR, a little bit of a lot of bit of damage. I've got this on. I probably should put Stealth Jump on. I don't know. Maybe this. I really don't know, and I really don't care. And see all this other classic stuff that's in this game. But maybe something like this, just special duration to have more Zuka. And I would say I'm like super nostalgic for Inkopolis Plaza, which I am, but that got added to the Splatoon 3 DLC a year ago. So this may be it. I'll see if I get into a game. And let's see if we get into a game. I should say while we're waiting to get into a game, I do have this back here. This is the official Splattershot. I keep this in the background. It's kind of hard to see over other stuff, but I keep this in the box at all times. This is the official Splattershot. The other thing that I have is I did not pre-order Splatoon 1. However, I do have this, which is a pre-order bonus that you got for Splatoon 1. I bought this on a website that used to exist called 99 Gamers. It was a like video game bartering and trading website that eventually randomly got shut down and scammed a bunch of people, including myself. But I did end up buying this off this website, and this is it got the Wii U sticker on it, and it has Splatoon. It's a little water gun that's real fake Splattershot. You just undo this, you put the water inside, and you put it back in. It's a real water gun. I've never actually used this as a water gun before. So what are we doing here? Urchin Underpass. This is it. This is the final ranked game I will ever be playing in Splatoon 1. Win or lose, I do not give a shit, because I stopped giving a shit a long time ago. Aerospray used to paint just a tiny bit more back in Splatoon 1 as well. Please. And you can see the Chargers doing what Chargers do. And, being annoying. Also, because this is here, because rollers only have horizontal flicks, they can only do that. Okay, I got that guy with the Seeker. I should actually move up a little bit. I don't know where the other person is. They're over there. I'd attempt to Zuka them. That looked like it went straight through the CRB. I would not be surprised if we lost this. But hey, it would be really great if we won. So we do technically have Urchin Underpass on Switch because of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Mode. Get rid of that beacon. Because of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Mode. But it's very funny about the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Mode. And that Urchin Underpass in that is based off of old Urchin Underpass. Because, like, Urchin Underpass, like, I never got to play the old Urchin Underpass other than it's a level in the hero mode. But they, like, 2 months after the game came out, they, like, revamped Urchin Underpass to not be shit. Except I still don't think it's a great stage. Also, there's startup on Izuka in this game. So, like, I can't do it right away. We get Stealth Jump slows down your jumps in this game. But your reticle's always hidden. Let me get this out. I said get the zone. I saw this guy stealth jump in, as I'm saying, it hides your jump completely in this game. But I somehow did not hit him. And my 2 guys just got squished. Hold on. Nope. I mean, we got them a penalty. I wanted to get the Seeker out to do something. 2.5 minutes left, maybe, probably not. Like I said, probably not. This game is just so fucking jank. Okay, paint zone with the Zuka. Just fucking do something with it. I'm gonna be here, because we can see most people coming in from here. And now they've used Echo Locator, which was a special in this game that frickin' showed everyone where you were. Actually, we might win this. Hold on. We might win this. Would be insane. Would be insane. Just keep sending Seekers. Our Blaster's watching left. I'm looking at the gamepad because I have to look down at the map. He crackened! I got the zone though! And just like that, that is it. That is all of the Splatoon 1 I will be playing. I'd say that's a proper send-off. Like a real proper send-off, because we actually did it. We went 2-7, and I fucking did it. And we're ending on S+35. You know what? Perfect! Perfect. 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 It's done. So that is the game. What we can do, very quickly as well, just for the hell of it, talking to Judd in this game after doing matches, if you have like a win streak, you get like extra money and stuff. So I got an extra $100. Just because, why the hell not? I have 33 whatever monies, 3 mil, something like that. I can't math. We can go to Spike here. And I will go to slots. And I will re-roll some random-ass pieces of gear. Because why the hell not? It would be really funny to get this thing with pure QR, because why the hell not? Also, this is how you did stuff in this game. You could spend money to re-roll in this game, which I really miss. Because that's not a thing anymore. It's just like you have to use Super Sea Snails to do it. And for some reason, they haven't implemented the thing yet in Splatoon 3 to get more snails other than Splatfests. Like, after Splatfests were done with Splatoon 2, they made it so that, like, every 30 wins you have, you get 1 snail. And that's the way it is in this game. After, like, every 30 wins, you get a snail. And Splatoon 3 doesn't have that, so you have to wait for Splatfest. So we have to wait till all Splatfests to be over, but I was hoping that feature would be in the game by default. But you could use snails or money in this game to re-roll abilities. And this is all you could do. It was just literal random chance. No ability chunks, no nothing. So I would like to get like one piece of gear maybe with full QR. Backwards cap was a very popular thing to wear because also anything that had a main ability could not be changed in this game. This is just how things were. So keep doing the rerolls. Anything? That's what I started with. Was Special Saver. Come on. Like, none of this stuff is going to be useful. Also, you can't scrub stuff either. There's no ability chunks. This is, again, this is just how things are. So it's just completely random if you're going to reroll yourself into 3 things. I know Special Saver is the preferred brand here. Because this is Zeko. But people would re-roll their stuff to see if they could get, like, full QR on this. Because there'd be full QR on this and the Power Armor amiibo gear. Do I have that fully leveled up? I could try the Power Armor. Yeah, this right here. I had this for quick super jump, but you know what? It literally doesn't matter because I'm done playing this game forever. Because amiibo has no preference. That's 1 QR. I actually have enough to like not have like any leftover money. We can do another 3 rerolls. Nope. Come on. So close. I can feel it. 8 special charge. That's 2 subs of something. Even if I get 2 subs of QR, I'd say that's sufficient enough. We got 1 sub of QR, but we got 2 more rolls. Oh, there's a sub of defense up. And lastly, maybe... Nope. I mean, I tried to have some sort of climactic finale with that, but been a pleasure. So the last thing that I will be doing in this video is that we can see the plaza for just a moment, because over here is the arcade games. I didn't mention the arcade games. They're on the gamepad. I can't show them to you, but this is where Harmony's shop is in Inkopolis. But right here is Grizzco. This defunct coffee shop eventually got turned into Grizzco Industries in Inkopolis Plaza, which is pretty neat. And right over here would be Table Turf Battle. Namely, though... also, I never got to play the Battle Dojo, ever. That's the local co-op mode in this game. I never had the ability to do that. I at one point tried to figure out if I had the means to do it, and I don't. We could also see Callie and Marie in here. They do this in Splatoon 3 as well. But they actually have sound effects for talking. But, right here. Amiibo box. And I think I did this in the Amiibo challenge video as well, but too bad. So, by scanning Callie or Marie, you're able to make any day a night and make it a Splatfest. So, Utility of Color was what the Splatfest was. But we could do the classic of Maritime Memory. And by doing this is how I could experience being in the Splatfest. By scanning Marie, you get the Team Marie shirt. By scanning Callie, you get the Team Callie shirt. And you want to know what I've been keeping from you this entire time? I have to find it. Do this. And do this. And What I've been keeping from you this entire time is that I'm actually God! I've had this enabled the entire time. I had to turn it on, but, a while back, I figured out how to, do Splatoon 3 hacks. I was thinking about doing some sort of Splatoon 3 hack stream or whatever, but I don't want to ruin people's fun. I hate it when I get hackers in my games, and I don't want to ruin people's fun, so we're just gonna do this. We can, like, see the whole skybox, and, like, where the stuff is located. I actually have to enable another thing, which is, hold on. It's a swim in ink anywhere. There we go. There we go. So now we can actually go places. We can see, like, where all these Splatfest things are in the background. And this is all just, like, random default art and stuff. And, I don't know which direction it is, but over here is Wahoo World. This is the old Ferris wheel. You can see totally real Wahoo World. And, somewhere over here, and I think, you see it from the right-hand side, so I want to say it's like somewhere this direction or something is Agapolis Square from Splatoon 2. Obviously, not a real thing just yet, but, like, it's around somewhere. Also, we get to see the funny train. We get to see the train take its cycle. And, we can go right up to the Great Zapfish itself, come all the way up here. Because, goddamn, these jellyfish are huge. Why are they so big? Just come all the way up here. I highly doubt there's any solid ground up here. Would be really funny if there was, but, I'd say that is going to make the song loop. So what I will do is end on one more song. Which I can't because I enabled the hacks and the game crashed. So you know what? Thank you all so much for watching this video as a very small look back at Splatoon 1. This was not streamed, but if it were to be streamed, it would be streamed at twitch.tv/Pokéball35. Link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including an entire backlog of all the Splatoon 2 videos I used to do. And I have so many Splatoon 3 videos, from Return of the Mammalians, all the way up to Side Order, and everything in between, because I play Ranked and Salmon Run, and I have Salmon Run and Ranked highlights all over the channel. You can check all of that out. I should probably, like, put links in the description to those playlists as well, in case you're interested, because, like, I don't know if they'll be at the end of the end card, the outro or whatnot, but thank you, Splatoon 1, for what you have done to this series. You kickstarted it into a massive franchise that is super popular now, still a little bit niche in America, but super popular in Japan, and I'm so happy that this is the game that kickstarted the rest of the stuff, but between all of the garbage things with the stages and this game's meta, I said goodbye to this game a long time ago, and I don't care. But I hope you all had a good time revisiting Splatoon 1 if you're able to, if you had a good time revisiting Splatoon 1 from this video or other people's videos. And, we're still moving on. Splatoon 3, as of right now, Springfest is about to begin in a few weeks, and there's going to be more Splatfests and big runs happening throughout the next, I don't know, we still don't have confirmation of, like, a content extension for Splatoon 3 or whatnot, so we still got a little bit more to go until we say goodbye to Splatoon 3. But again, thank you very much for watching. Check out everything else I have on the channel. Follow me on Twitch and all that other fun stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.